When you put these warm cherries on top of the ice cream, I tell you, it's one of the best ways to finish a meal. After a delicious meal, I'm gonna show you how to make a cast iron Cherry Jubilee. Now, you don't want a heavy dessert. So I feel that the Cherry Jubilee is just the right amount of dessert to finish off a special dinner for somebody special. So we're gonna start with, you only need 4 ingredients: cherries, sugar, some brandy, and some butter. And we're gonna start with, first, let me get this pan started. We're gonna start with a little bit of butter, okay? And we're gonna almost like saute the cherries with the butter. We're not looking to brown the butter, we're just looking to melt it. Now we're gonna add these cherries. I've been working with my mom since I was about 10 years old. We just want to start with a little bit of a liquid so when we add the sugar, because we don't want the sugar to caramelize. Okay. Sometimes you can even put a little pinch of salt to it. Helps contrast all that sweetness. Okay, the butter's just about melted now. Now we're going to add our sugar. And this is where the magic starts to happen. So you want to just stir them a little bit. You want to make sure that the sugar doesn't turn into caramel. We're not looking to brown it. We're just looking to make a nice simple syrup from the fluids from the cherries with the butter. For myself, cooking for one person is sometimes harder than cooking for 8 to 10 people, because that one person that I'm sharing a meal with is usually somebody very, very important. And for me, today is my mom. And you want to make it extra special because you want to show the love for that person through your food, and also by doing the little extra things that show that you really care about that person. So I find that cooking for that one special person sometimes is just a little bit harder because you have to go that little extra cast iron mile. So we have our pan bubbling now, and now we're gonna add the little flambe effect. There we are. Beautiful. Oh my God, that aroma. Oh, when you put these warm cherries on top of the ice cream and you have those contrasting cold and hot, I tell you, it's one of the best ways to finish a meal. So the brandy adds the Jubilee to the cherries, because any other way, they'd just be cherries with sugar. But by adding the brandy, we've brought it up to the Jubilee level. And you want to make sure you cook off all the alcohol. Let it cook, let it cook. But it adds so much aroma and flavor. See, so now we have a beautiful syrup. As you can see, we have a nice syrup. And you let this cook down a little bit. Oh, I can smell it. It's amazing. If only they had a smell cam, things would be so much easier. So, I think they're ready. We're gonna pull this off the stove. Let it rest a little bit. Now you can put them on there super hot, but you kind of want this to rest just a little bit if you want, so you don't melt the ice cream right away. Just give it a couple minutes, let it come down a little bit, let all the flavors come together. Oh, beautiful, just beautiful. I think Mom's gonna be so happy. Like, she doesn't even know this is coming out. She's waiting for me. So I've been in the kitchen now for a little bit. So I'm excited to bring this out to her, and I'm sure she'll be excited too. And here we are. So we're gonna first spoon out the cherries. And that's really the best part, is the cherries. And there's really enough flavor inside the cherries that you really don't need much more of the syrup. Wow, just beautiful. Here we are. Cherry Jubilee with vanilla ice cream.